Okay. All right. Welcome everyone to this wonderful session today. A very important session on uh, the subject of landslides, and we have seen tragically mammoth landslide hit Wayanad, and I think it's an important time to stand with the people there, as to show our solidarity and support. But it's also important for us to think about why such phenomena take place, and what is our responsibility towards this. Yeah. So, NMBF Coffee Chats is a church-based discussion forum where we, have discussions that are topics that are good for the community as well as for the society. And so this one is an open topic for the society. Everybody is welcome to join. And we are really thankful to God that we've been provided with a wonderful speaker today, and as the speaker will speak for a length of time, and after that we will have a session on Q&A. Okay, so this will also be a wonderful time for us to interact and to also explore opportunity or explore ways in which we can extend our help also towards the people of Wayanad, yeah, towards the end. So that's basically a bit of introduction about today's program, and now I would like to introduce our speaker, Mr. Harshan KY. Harshan KY works as a zonal manager of Eficor, South Zone base, Eficor South Zone, which is an organization that is based in Bangalore. Having experience in emergency response, he's got 28 years of experience in disaster response, and emergency response. So truly a very senior person who from Eficor organization that is right now actively at work in Wayanad, providing relief. And our speaker also is somebody who is present at ground zero. I think he keeps visiting or is present. He'll tell it himself. We are kind of directly connected right now also with the situation in Wayanad through this program. Yeah. So we are free to ask our questions and doubts about regarding this subject and what's even happening there towards the end. So with that, I want to welcome our speaker, Harshan KY. Yes, sir. Welcome, sir. Would you kindly unmute yourself?
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good evening,
So,
everyone.
over to you. Can you
hear me, please?
I just want to know the audience. Can you hear him? Is he audible to you? Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Okay, yes. Yeah, go on,
Yeah,
go on. Yeah, we can
all
hear
right.
you guys, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, ma'am, you are in mute. All right. Okay. Um, yeah, it's a good opportunity for me since I am at the field, I thought I will share the concerns from the field. That was the main thing this talk all about. And I'll text my presentation and it will yeah, right. And welcome everyone. And this is a time. Um, so we are going to hear about the landslide, what has happened in Wayanad, and what are the devastation, how it has impacted, and why this happens. Like as I was, since I'm in the field, Brother Abhijit was told, why can't you just update what is happening in the field? in Wayanad. So that is the main reason. And so we are here. And we know that it is not only Wayanad, various places this landslide is being occur, and we know that the continuous weather change and climate change is a major reason. Which is when I am talking here, it is now the Himachal and Uttarakhand. We are there also. We are facing, and the landslide, and people are going through the difficult situation. There are a number of people who lost their lives, livelihood, properties, and even they are in distress situation. If you look at the Wayanad thing, if you go and see, visit in the relief camps, we can see the people who are in traumatized, and they are really weeping for their beloveds who lost their lives. And it's very tragic situation being experienced visiting various places. And today also I went to Churamala, and there could not reach some of the, like, because there are a lot of restrictions and all. Still, even rescue operation is going on to at least they find some kind of then even the bodies to be recovered. This is a situation we face here um, in Kerala. So if we look at here, we can see that this I think Brother Abhijit was showing that how severity of the landslide which is being shown. It's a similar kind of disaster happened here, and it was completely no, washed away. And if you look at the overview of the Wayanad thing, we can see that um, on 30th, this place was severely affected, and still um, it says that near about okay. Over 392 people so far. They lost their lives. They found the bodies, and then 273 people still injured, and they reported saying that 180 people still it is missing. So that is a situation, and then government says that we need to stop the rescue operation, like, but still the people are searching for the bodies. And because that much is the huge quantity of mud and things this has fallen, and people were under the this mud, that is what they could not reply. Even some of the concern which I found, it was like migrants and those who are come out from out of Kerala, and they do not have any identity proof and things like that. They also lost, and they even that is a very difficult situation. The people came in search of them, those people also. That is a situation, and we found that 11,500 people have been placed in 93 relief camps. So it may continue for a few weeks, and maybe 1 week or 10 days it will continue. Then they may have to go. Now itself started because people staying in schools and or camp, it will be really challenging, and they may not continue. They try to move out and stay in separately. So yesterday and today, if you look at the number of camps have been started reducing, because nobody wanted to stay in an open place, like. So that is a place, it's happening in the school and other places which is happen people are in sheltered. And then if you look at why this is happening, like, if you look at landslide is a mass no, it's a mass movement of materials such as debris and do the down slope, and they can happen suddenly more and over a longer period of time. This is what the British Geological Survey says, that it's been completely come out the portion of the land and lost. And so why this? Because because of heavy monsoon and heavy rainfall. We know that the temperature is rising, and then because of the severity, high precipitation, this is warming of seas. Even normal it is a 25, and it is going to 25 to 28 degrees as warming of seas. And we know that if maybe like 1 month rain is falling in a one day, That is a thing. All of a sudden this comes, and then land is not able to hold the water, and it is completely come out. Like, so that is what the reason which we see that land. Then if you look at the Wayanad condition, there are a lot of tea plantation and coffee plantations are there. They say that because there is no trees there to hold the thing, and that is one of the reason this where these people are living, that tea estate and garden, that is a place it is affected. Like, then there many other reason is being talked about the causes of landslide. And we can also think of like increasing the forest cover and storage of excess water catchment areas. That is one important thing we can think of. Then there are a lot of unscientific way of building, construction, and urbanizations is happening. So these are the reason in the country, in the area of Wayanad, this has happened. Like, not only in Wayanad, even many places this is happening. So when the weather changes, it is the climate changes, it is beyond to the control. And people who affected by are the mostly affected by the poor and the people who are the marginal laborers and other people who are not. They live in a vulnerable location. They are the people who really affect. Weather changes may affect us, but not as much as the climate change. So the climate change it's a very regular phenomena, which is we are the victim, and the impact of this reason. If we look at here, we can see that the person who is in the car, if the person who is sitting in the car, and no, the car is locked for some time, and what happens, like it is in the hot summer. So when we open the car, it is so severe temperature is there. That is what is a greenhouse gas affected. And because the rays come here, it is not able to go there. And because of the emission and carbons and all, it is made a thick layer, and that it makes it's extreme climate weather, sometimes hot and sometimes it's the heavy rainfall. This happens. And though it's a place that we can also see that 40% of the world population does not have proper water. And also the 75.8 million people are in India do not have safe drinking water. This is a situation we face in our country due to this extreme climatic conditions. And this also leads to various diseases and waterborne diseases that it infects us. So this is a compounding factor which increase the vulnerability uh, when we face to the climate change impact in our society or in our country. Like, and who affects most? Even today, when I see that mostly the death toll happened was elderly people were the one more died. They were not able to move out, and they stuck up in the thing, because when some of them tried to climb on the first floor, but they were not able to do so. These people were if you take the death toll of the more number of people here also died was the elderly people, then infants, and then children. And also they do not have, cannot run away and escape, and people with the disability, and these kind of people are the mostly affected due to this climate change impact or any disaster occurs. And I was thinking of we are all why we can think of that when God, I was looking, since being a Christian, I feel that being God given a responsibility to take care of our creation. And God created, he put the Garden of Eden and take care of our the creation. That's what it says. And God also says that we are in the image of God. When we say that we are the image of God, God expects that this creation to be in a perfect manner. And so then when we talk about we belong to God and we are the image of God, then our image it should reflect the character of God. That's what it says. So then we have a full responsibility to take care of the creation, and it is not to destroy or not to rule it over, or not to domain like exploiting the creation. And it is important for us to sparingly use, so that we will fulfill the command that God has entrusted to us. And so says that why we should care for the world, because it's a first. It's saying we are the stewards. We should take care of it, and at the same time, it says that in the word of God, this creation is, the being a body of Christ. We are there to respond to the balance of the creation, and the creation is eagerly waiting for the children of God, expecting that the children of God to be revealed. So that the church need to be revealed, and it also says it's a fulfillment, the command to love one another. And we have to say that we have to love God with all our heart and mind, and similarly you love your neighbors as yourself. It is important for us to, when we say that love means love the creation, because all it belongs to God, and we need to love it and care for it, so that our small action can bring a change, and the responsible attitude it can contribute to help the creation of this, the God has created that creation, and make it balance. That's what it says. And as an individual, what we can do. So we may think about what I can do, like a lot of things we can do it. Even what if I speak here, I should practice. That itself is as an individual we can practice. We know that why, because there are a lot of tree plantation, coffee plantation are there, but there is no tree to hold the soil there. No deep rooted trees are not there. So that is the reason, one of the reason can lead to the landslide, or otherwise what happens, like when tree doesn't hold it completely white or gone, and there is no trees there to hold the water. So it is important we can do the plant and try to avoid plastics. These are the things. And when you walk the talk, when not only listen, not only I speak, I should be intentional to practice what I speak. That also, as an individual, we can go. Then also we can also start generating the small vegetable thing and thing, and use cloth bag. Try to avoid all the plastic. And then these are some of the action point we can really think of, and creating awareness. And these are the things we can do it to contributing to the caring for the creation. And then it's burning the plastic and using the mud pot and all. These are the things we can really make it a practice, and use cloth bags, and then planning at home regarding the saving environment. So many things we can do it. And you use the vehicle that is environmental and eco-friendly vehicle we can use. These are the individually we can think of contributing to caring for the creation. So it says, earth is the Lord's and everything belongs to God. Is God. So if it is earth is belong to God, and because we are the image of God, I think how God expect that world to be, and that is the way we also think about that, because God wanted his our heart to be turned like him, how he God created. And when God created it, was found so beautiful, and made it perfect. And that perfect creation has given to us. So it is important for us to not to exploit, and not to destroy, and to see the perfectness and beauty of the nature that God has entrusted to us. If we so that it will bring a change. We can small thing contribution that can really make a change. I just wanted to conclude with a small video which will really speak to you, because you may thinking that what I can do for that. Sometimes when we ask to the people for a small donation, also it's in 1 rupee, 10 rupee, 2 rupees, or 100 rupees, it doesn't make any difference. It is not like that. It will make difference. if you are really concerned about to contributing to the thing. There is this movie talks about a hummingbird, and when there was a fire happened in the forest, and all elephants were there, tiger were there, and there are animals who can really bring the water and douse the fire. But didn't one small hummingbird try to douse the fire? So that similarly, even your small contribution can really help the people, can bring a changes in the society, so that can contribute a better tomorrow. That's what I would love to say. It's a good movie. Maybe you can watch it, and then I will say what Eficor does in this field.
We are constantly being bombarded by problems that we face, and sometimes we can get completely overwhelmed. The story of the hummingbird is about this huge forest being consumed by a fire. All the animals in the forest come out, and they are transfixed as they watch the forest burning, and they feel very overwhelmed, very powerless, except this little hummingbird. It says, I'm going to do something about the fire. So it flies to the nearest stream, takes a drop of water, and puts it on the fire, and goes up and down, up and down, up and down, as fast as it can. In the meantime, all the other animals, much bigger animals, like the elephant with a big trunk, could bring much more water. They are standing there helpless, and they are saying to the hummingbird, what do you think you can do? You're too little. This fire is too big. Your wings are too little. And you're big, small. You can only bring a small drop of water at a time. But as they continue to discourage it, it turns to them without wasting any time and tells them, I'm doing the best I can. And that to me is what all of us should do. We should always feel like a hummingbird. I may feel insignificant, but I certainly don't want to be like the animals watching the planet goes down the drain. I will be a hummingbird. I will do the best I can do.
Yeah, this is what I think when we talk about little like hummingbird, how it responded. Even there are a lot of good wishers and well wishers who contribute, like a small contribution gives to Epicor, and Epicor involves in when the disaster occurs or landslide occurs, Epicor involves in emergency response, and then the rehabilitation, and then the construction of the houses, and also we do the mitigation measures which reduce the impact of vulnerabilities. And also we train the communities to community-based disaster preparedness, which can reduce the uh, uh, they will come out of the risk, and they can prepare the community so that when the next disaster comes, they can prepare and to face the disasters. This is what Efico does. Like all your small contributions, all your support really can help even the people of Wayanad. Here, I've been visiting 2 days here. What I found was that there are a lot of food material has come. Enough food material has been given to, and all the people who are living in the temporary shelters and relief camps, they get it food. But after 1 week, after 15 days, how it is, the people who lost their houses, still they have to continue there. And to people who lost their livelihood, it is need to be replaced and need to be supported with their auto rickshaw or their agriculture, this thing, and many things that have to be addressed. The migrants who come here to work, and they need support. There are lot more areas people need a support, and our small contribution and our small effort definitely can bring a transformational changes in the communities. So because disaster is any time can happen. It will not stop. It will continue. It will come when the day comes, the more disaster is going to occur, or more hazard is going to come. But it is important for us to prepare the community, and we are there. We need to face it, and at the same time, it is important for us to care for the creation, so that our activities and our behavior and attitude is being changed. I think small contribution can be contributed to care for this creation, so that we can minimize the disaster like what has happened in even in the Wayanad. And so yeah, it is the thing. If at all any queries or any questions are there related to Wayanad, and I'm ready to
Yeah.
uh, uh, give you
Yeah.
a
Okay.
Oh
I think, brother, you need to stop the video because there'll be some copyright. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. Can you stop the share screen?
right.
Yeah, I will display the. Okay, friends. So anybody wants to extend help to the Wayanad affected people, these are the details here on your screen, and you could send it to Eficor. Yeah. So do take a screenshot, or later you could see it at NMBF Coffee Chats YouTube channel also. Yeah. Okay. So with that, we now go into the Q&A, and so this is we'll start in another session of recording for the Q&A, so we can ask our questions